This pandemic is certainly hitting people hard. People are losing their jobs either permanently or temporarily. The breadwinners for families are getting sick, and the need for food is unlike anything we have ever experienced in our state before. And that's why we have started our 3 Cares Millions of Meals effort. It's a virtual food drive where your donation can make a huge difference. We're happy to be joined in this effort by Renee Danino, iHeartMedia, and the River 105.9, the Antonacci Foundation. Family Foundation has also made a huge donation to kick-start our drive. And joining us now to talk about this growing need are Jason Jakubowksi. He's the president and CEO of Foodshare, which serves Hartford and Tullen counties, and Paul Shipman of the Connecticut Food Bank, helping people in the rest of our state. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being with us here today.
Thanks for having us, Dennis.
Paul, I want to begin with you. Describe to us just the surge in the need for food.
Well, it's an overused word these days, but unprecedented is the only thing that comes to mind. We have seen an increase at all of our member programs, at the mobile distributions that we do across our 6-county area. As Lieutenant Governor Bysowitz mentioned, we had approximately 1,500 households today in Bridgeport. All of our agencies are telling us that they're seeing as much as 50% more traffic, if you will, at their agencies. And we know, as you mentioned, that this will continue for a while. This need, it ramped up fast, but we expect that it will take a while for people to return to some stability.
Jason, I know that sometimes you do talk to the people who come through to pick up food. What are they telling you?
The stories are heartbreaking, Dennis. I could tell you just, you go to our distribution site at Rentschler Field every morning and you talk to some of these folks, and most of them were gainfully employed up until 4 or 5 weeks ago through no fault of their own. They're finding themselves without a position and looking for a paycheck and trying to figure out where their next meal is coming from. And I think that's what food banks are here for. I mean, we're here in order to help them, but it is a heartbreaking story. I mean, it definitely is.
Paul, while we talk to you about this next question, I want to show you some video that we shot today from the food drive in Bridgeport. Just an overwhelming turnout when you really think about it. What kind of things do people receive when they come by?
Well, it varies from location to location, as some of our agencies have more capacity for refrigerated items. But I know that what was distributed today in Bridgeport included some dairy products, fresh dairy products like yogurt. There was fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. I had the pleasure of being with the Antonacci family today in East Haven, where we had very similar products, and we were able to provide some really great, nutritious, fresh proteins, some of the things that are really vital for families to maintain healthy diets. That's such a big challenge now when people may be forced to look for perhaps the cheapest and most filling foods. We're able to give them products that will really help to nourish.
We're going to talk about donations now. Our viewers can help right after this quick commercial. Welcome back. We're joined once again by Jason Jakubowski. He is the president and CEO of Foodshare, and Paul Shipman of the Connecticut Food Bank. Gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us. And I want to point out to our viewers that at the bottom of your screen, we'll be showing you how to donate during the remainder of our program. And of course, you can do it anytime you want. You wake up in the middle of the night, you want to donate money to both organizations, you can. And I know that today a check was presented by the Denise DiCenzo Foundation to both of you. How important are donations, Jason?
They are our lifeblood right now. Food banks are in a very precarious situation. And again, not just here in Connecticut, but across the entire country. We're actually purchasing food. Food banks are not meant to purchase food. We're meant to take and aggregate donated food. But, as you can tell just by walking through the grocery store, I mean, the shelves can be bare and certain items just aren't there. So we have had to go out into the market ourselves and purchase food. The only way we're able to sustain that is through donations. And what you guys are doing for us with the Millions of Meals campaign is tremendous. The Antonacci Family Foundation was out with us at Rentschler Field yesterday. The Denise DiCenzo Foundation. These are just tremendous things that will have a direct impact on what we are able to do. We'll continue our distributions as long as we have the donations to be able to purchase food.
Yeah, the Antonacci's are great. I want to show some video from Rensselaer Field of their food, of the food drive that we've had there. Paul, why is it important to get cash donations in this period rather than food?
Well, Jason summed it up very well. You know, we rely more than 60% of the food we get normally from our retail partners, grocers, food distributors. And if you've been in a supermarket in recent times, you know that that food is not lingering. So we don't get the donation we normally buy. And out there, sale market, shopping for food from sources across the country. And it's the dollars that we're receiving from your generous viewers, from the Antonacci family. The wonderful, heartwarming gift from the Denise DeCenzo Foundation was, you know, it all makes a vital difference. And we are turning it right around and turning that into food as quickly as we can purchase it and bring it in to feed families. It is a problem, as Jason said, across the country. So we have to search far and wide, and we can't rely on help from the Feeding America Network as we normally do.
Gentlemen, I want to thank both of you for your insight tonight and your help. I know that you're helping a lot of families with all the work that you're doing, and hopefully our viewers are stepping up and making some donations tonight to help our Millions of Meals 3 Cares event. Gentlemen, Jason Jakubowksi from Foodshare and Paul Shipman from the Connecticut Food Bank. Gentlemen, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We want to thank you for watching this special Thursday night edition of Face the State. The governor returns next Thursday night to take your questions. Good night, everybody.